Whether you are in a mall or at a dollar store across the street, there's a high chance that you must have visited one. I'm even ready to bet that you've been there more than once. Have the nation's $3 stores ever confused you? Well, if the answer is yes, don't worry, you are not alone. Watch this video and get to know the story of the 3 major dollar stores. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This time I bring a rather interesting story, which might tangle your brain all up in the beginning. Don't worry though, we'll get it all sorted before the end of the video. Before all the hype of the story of these 3 dollar stores dies out, let's dive right in. The journey of these dollar stores, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar, didn't start together, nor are the owners of these stores related in any way. It's the business model with which these 3 operate that is so similar. This is the part I was talking about, which might get your brain all mashed up. But let's get to know their individual stories so we don't mix anything. It's the owner of Dollar General who first introduced this brilliant idea to the industry. Right, so Dollar General started its operations for the first time back in 1955. The owners of Dollar General were not new to retail or the general store industry. You see, when the economy of the United States faced a recession during the war, the owners of Dollar General purchased the general stores that went bankrupt and from there entered the industry back in the 1930s. The very first dollar store was started as a pilot project just to see how it would go. And wow, the sales skyrocketed and the project was successful. They expanded their business, which included opening new locations and adding more branches to their portfolio. Seeing the business model being successful, and to be honest, it's not that complicated to understand. In 1959, the Family Dollar Company joined the league with Dollar General and opened up its first dollar store. At the time they started, I guess the only difference they had from Dollar General was that it was not being operated by a family. The rest of the model was the same, and it was faring very good for them as well. It was at that time that everyone was convinced with the formula of $1, and new entrants started to saturate the market. The interesting part is not just in the United States, but across the globe, such projects were becoming the norm. In the United States, stores with names like 99 cents, less than $1, and related names kept popping up every day. After a while then came Dollar Tree in 1986, which was the latest and most recent to enter the market. By comparison, their stores are largest in size and area. The reason for operating in such a way will be discussed in a bit, but first let's compare how successful each of these has been over the years. So, if we see a cumulative number for all 3 stores, we see that from the time they started to 2021, a total of 30,000 dollar stores have been opened. This number is not just for one of the brands. You can judge their individual success level by the magnitude of their operation. You might be wondering, okay, so they were successful, but did that achieve the same level of success? Well, obviously no. Looking back, it's Dollar General that has been the most successful, and believe me, they deserve it. The success of Dollar General is so huge that if we use the metric of locations in which all 3 operate, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar together won't be able to meet their number. Yes, that's how big Dollar General is. While we are talking about Dollar Tree and Family Dollar combined, I've got to tell you, the Dollar Tree has acquired Family Dollar. Though both the brands still work under their introductory names, one business owns it. At the end, it's still one business. I know there must be 1,000 questions popping up in your head. How do they really do this? Selling at $1? How are there any profits? And do they all operate the same or not? It's mind-boggling just to think about how these businesses afford such big outlets and stores. So all these are very crucial questions, and that's what we're going to talk about next. The baseline model for all of these names is the same, selling their products for $1. How they achieve it and work around it is different for each of them. For example, if we talk about the size of their stores, Dollar Tree rents out the biggest space out of the 3. It's so big that in fact it's comparable to medium-sized Target stores. Keeping that in mind, don't think that the other 2 are small shops, because they're not, but still, Dollar Tree has one of the biggest. Then comes Dollar General, and lastly, Family Dollar. And if we come to the profits, it's the same picture as the size of the stores. Dollar Tree is the biggest in terms of the profit margin. Then comes Dollar General, and the store that earns the lowest profits out of these 3 is Family Dollar. Now, the reason that I am providing all these facts here is that each brand considers its profitability, costs, and margins to see what works best for them. So, for example, the gross profit margin of Dollar Tree is 35% of their sales, where it is $31 for Dollar General and only $24 for Family Dollar. It can put that into renting bigger buildings. And this is just one of the examples. So this explains how by following the same baseline model, they still differentiate from each other. This next part is very interesting. Well, you might get a little disappointed after knowing this. The fact is, though all these stores use the name Dollar, as their name suggests, not all of them work by this rule. Only one of these three still sells products at $1, while the other two don't. Can you guess which one here is the honest one? And how would you, when all of them have the name Dollar in their name? So, it's the Dollar Tree that still lives by this rule, while others have deviated from it. It doesn't mean that they are expensive. They just don't sell at only $1 anymore. Their prices are still very cheap. And another fact worth stating here is that Dollar General and Family Tree specifically cater to the needs of the low-income group, while Dollar Tree has diversified their products to cater to the needs of everyone. And the way in which they provide for their customers is also different. At this point, it might be too much information to absorb, but don't say I didn't warn you. So, let's get to the last few things. So how do they serve their customers, and what market do all three of these target? Because when everything is so different, how can this be the same? So, what do they do, for example? In the case of Dollar General, as their motto is to target the lower income group, they open up stores in the countryside and areas far from the city. What they do is find out what people are looking for and acquire it at the lowest prices possible. Dollar General and Family Dollar buy the leftover stuff directly from producers, while Dollar Tree does that differently too, by acquiring merchandise through buying it wholesale. In the case of Dollar Tree, they open up their outlets right next to the big stores like Walmart and Target to sell their products at cheaper prices. So once again, we see a difference in both of them. Where two leverage convenience as their part, Dollar Tree plays the comparative advantage. Both earn profits, following different paths. How can a person or business add personalized flavor to their own thing while still looking similar to everyone around them? At the end of the day, I hope you got all of the answers you were looking for. And trust me, I tried my best to make it as easy as possible. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. I'll end this video here. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for future notifications. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.